So look back, we see where we have come from and what are the lessons which can also help us deal with the emerging issues in the country. So today is part of that convening, and we are planning to do another major event on 6th of December as we celebrate 75 years of the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. So we'll invite you into another event where we'll be talking about where we are as a country and where we have come. This is because at KHRC we are having this agenda of celebrating our 30 years and also remembering how KHRC has been involved in different struggles in the country. So this event is also coming in the context of 3 developments. One, you remember there was the visit of the King from the UK. And when he came here as KHRC, we issued a statement and also a petition which we submitted to the British High Commission demanding a number of things. Of course, the first one was unconditional public apology for the atrocities which were committed by the British government. What we got, as usual, was a statement of regret, which we believe very strongly is not an apology. An apology is a public acceptance of guilt and also a commitment to provide redress. And compare this to what happened in Tanzania when the German chancellor was in the country the same week, last week. He admitted and said that the German government was really ashamed of the atrocities they committed to Tanzanians, and they were willing to provide remedies on that. And of course, the other demand we made was about reparations for the atrocities which were committed. And it's not just during the colonial period. We are also talking about atrocities committed by the British government and also British citizens and also British corporations in the country since we got independence, because KHRC has been working on a lot of corporate-related atrocities committed by the British companies. So we are looking at all the atrocities committed by the actors from Britain from 1895 to date. So there was very little conversation about the atrocities which have been committed after we got independence. So we are still pushing for those demands, and we hope the British High Commission and the British government is going to call us for a meeting as they indicated when we issued the statement last week. Number 2, this is also coming in a context where on Friday last week we had a field visit with the Senate Committee in charge of Legal Affairs and Administration of Justice in Ngelani, where Mutembei was also leading a struggle in 1938. So we are happy the Senate has also taken up this issue of dealing with colonial atrocities, and they also committed to have a process where they are going to document and deal with everything the British government did in the country during the period they were here as colonizers. And of course, the final context is what happened yesterday, where we got a settlement for the atrocities which were committed by the Patel company in Nakuru. You remember the dam which caused a lot of deaths in 2018. We have been part of that struggle, and yesterday we had a bit of settlement where the government also committed to pay remedies to more than 50 people who lost their loved ones and others who lost their lives. So what we are saying is when it comes to dealing with past atrocities and also emerging injustices, we remain very committed until justice is delivered according to UN guided principles on the right to remedy, which talks about effective reparations, unconditional apology, rehabilitation, which is providing psychosocial support to people who suffer in those struggles, and of course the satisfaction, the process of negotiation when it comes to these atrocities. The people who suffered must be involved and must be satisfied. And finally, because of moving things forward, there must be a guarantee of national reputation, because there's no point of providing remedies for the past and you continue committing human rights violation within the current and the future context. So with those remarks, I just want to challenge